Hello everybody, Jessica here. Welcome back to my channel. Happy Sunday. Today is, today is December 28th. And I just made a mess. I am still working on December. I'm doing it at a random pace. Apparently I'm very bad at doing things on a day-to-day basis. I don't think I've ever gotten every single last one of the prompts done in all the years, but that's okay. I'm having fun. So today I was gonna do, this is the prompt list I'm sure you're all familiar with. This is, I'm gonna do December 11th, which was my daughter's birthday. And I'm gonna do leaves, an envelope, and owl. And I have a couple of different ideas. One of which is to use this field guide images and some altered junk mail envelopes. And then when I was looking through my stash to find owl images, I forgot I had this book. And this book is a cast off from my local high school, a withdrawn. And it is called Owls of the World. And it's got some really lovely illustrations. Let's see, it is Peter Lowe is the publisher. Is there an ISBN? There has to be an ISBN. Oh, here it is. ISBN is 08565463005. And it says printed in Great Britain. So that's the information if you wanted to look on thrift books or something. But it has some really lovely illustrations. Now they're big. They tend to be larger. But what I was thinking is I think I might take a whole page and make an owl. I'm sorry, not make an owl. I'm gonna make an owl. Make an envelope out of a whole page. Look at those sweet little faces. Gosh, I love owls. There's so many of them. It's such a diverse group of birds. We don't have that many different here in New England. We have great horned and saw-whet and screech, and we have winter visitors. Usually in January we have some snowy owls that come and hang out on our beaches. They hang out at the golf course down the road, and look at that sweet face. That is a Malaysian eagle owl. I don't know if you will watch the video. Oh, look how gorgeous. Is that an Audubon print? I don't know. Anyway, it's a really cool book, and if you like owls, this was a stroke of luck for me because my high school library was getting rid of it. Okay, so that's going to come later, and then I have a third idea for something I want to try also. But let's start with, and I have leaf stamps, and I have this bin of fabric leaves, and that's what I'm going to be using. So these are 3 junk mail envelopes that I pulled out for another project but wound up not using, and I want to make some page pocket flippy things, and I want the owl image to be in the window. So and I also have the pages about the owl that I'm going to put in the background, I think. But I think these are too tall. I think if most of my pages are 8.5 inches tall, and these are 9. So I need to cut off a smidge off of all of these. Let me grab my cutting board. And I think, oh my goodness, I have this big desk, and the workable area of the desk keeps shrinking. Okay, so this would be 8. Yeah, I think 8 is good. I think I'm going to do 8 because that's just about 1/2 inch shorter than the actual page. And then where's the last one? Okay, so 8. And these are just inked with different spray inks. And I did them a long time ago. I don't even remember doing it. They've just been sitting in my stash for a while. So let me grab this envelope cutter, and I'm just going to I want to align this, and I'm just going to line the sharp edge that I just cut off with the center of this envelope tab, and it will give me, well, I guess that's okay. That's one way of doing it. I think maybe, come to think of it, maybe a better way would be to just line up the edges and grab a scissor and just follow the lead. That's probably a better way. Yeah, I like that better. On this one doesn't have a flap anymore. So I'm just gonna neaten that up like that. And so the next thing that we need to do is I want to cover the visible background of commoner owls. Are they commoners? No, they are more common. And have this be in the window like so. What is going on here? That was weird. Like this. And I think I might even fold that up like that because the edge is jagged and I want to protect it a little bit. And then I might trim it off across the bottom again so that it is aligned. So let's just glue this down. Art glitter. So let's see, it has been, say Sunday. So I teach high school, if you're new to my channel. So we've been on vacation now for a few days. And it has just been so lovely. I feel like the first couple of days I was so exhausted. I mean, I don't know if people realize there's always so much talk about all the vacation that teachers get. But oh my God. At the end, right before break, everybody was just so crabby. The kids were crabby, the teachers were crabby, the administration was crabby. Everybody was just so exhausted. Hey, honey. I am. I'm doing a video. Everybody was so exhausted, and I came and we had Tuesday. We worked Tuesday, and then on Wednesday was Christmas Eve, and that's when our family gets together. I think I will trim this off. It's when our family gets together. And am I going to round the corners? I am going to round the corners. Where's my corner rounder? My corner chomper. So we spun it, and we wrapped the presents, and my husband cooked all the things that were our contribution, and we had a wonderful time. We always do. We have a wonderful time on Christmas Eve smorgasbord with the family. But then, oh my gosh, I felt by the time we left, I thought I was going to collapse. And so Thursday and Friday and even yesterday, I had to take a nap. I had to take a nap midday because I just was exhausted. And we've been walking out in the woods, and we've been doing our daily swims, or every other day. We did 2 miles this morning. But just the exhaustion was palpable. Did I just do that weird? What did I just do? Or did it just... Yes, I did. I just closed that off. I just sealed it. All right. Okay, so that could be okay. If I want it to be just a pocket, I could sew around. Maybe I'll do that with this one. I'm just going to make this a pocket. I just need to keep the bottom open for a second so I can slide this up into there. I think if I slide this up, actually, I'm going to mark it. Let's see what happens. I'm thinking if I can preserve these two. Do we think we can do that? No, I'll cut off his tail. That's okay. I'm going to try it anyway. Okay, so I think I can go around that. And then I'm going to go like that. And like that. And see if I can get one owl up in here. Come on, you. Why is this? There we go. One owl up in here. But I'm feeling a bit peppier today. I really need to clean up. We still have some of our Christmas fallout in the living room. So I think I can get him in there. Oh, I just had an idea. Okay, cool. So I have to do the leaves also. So I'm going to get this all set up, right? And then I'm going to have to take it apart and try and figure out how to do it. There we go. I think I might fussy cut this one a little bit better so that maybe we get some of the words. So it snowed here 2 nights ago. And then yesterday we went for the most beautiful walk in the woods with our 2 dogs and 2 of our good friends. And it was so pretty. It was a very light, fluffy snow. And it had fallen to rest in tufts on the tops of all the marsh grasses and all the trees. And it was quiet. And there was a gentle, like the soft, fluffy snow that had fallen onto the trees was kind of dusting the ground below. It was just it was really nice. Maybe I'll have him peeking out because that way you can see great horned owl. And then this one, I'll do the same. I'm going to lose the words on here, I think. And then just have him peeking out. Like, oh, I'm so regretting sealing that up now. All right, I can't do it. It's too frustrating. Where is my, here we go. I'm going to sew it again around anyway. It's fine. It's fine. It's all fine. This is just too frustrating otherwise to position these properly. So he'll get his own whole window. And then will Hugh? but a long-eared owl, and I think I'm just going to do it like that because I like that you can see the words owl there. Yes, I know the window got a little yuck, but that's okay. It's okay. So we're going to glue you down. I want that word owl. And I want you up there. It just seems balanced. But you can be peeking. Great horned owl. There we go. Okay. Now I want some leaves to form a pocket and cover that up. So let's pull out our fabric leaves. They're not silk. These are like faux. But I think I can overlap them and then sew them to become a pocket. Come on, you. They came in these thick stacks. I've had these for ages. I think I originally got them from AliExpress, but you most absolutely can get them from your local craft store, like Michael's or I don't know what even craft stores are around anymore. I know Joann around here went out of business. What else? Here's. Do you have any green ones? This one has some green. But as I don't know if you mentioned, so if you've seen my plan with me where I set up my journal for 2026. Holy cow. Yep, 2026. I am going to do a use what you have year. 2026 is going to be my year of using up the things I have, because I have plenty of stuff. Okay. So I think I'm going to pause the video and sew this, and I'll be right back. Hello again. So here we go. I've sewn all around. There is actually a little bit of a pocket here that behind the leaves. I sewed the leaves together first so that they would be one entire fabric-y thing there. And so they're a pocket, and there is one. It's got to be a pocket. So, it doesn't. You could glue it here and here, and it'll be a tuck, a belly band. You could glue it on two sides and have it be a tuck. You could glue it on these three sides and be a pocket here, or you could do it the other way. So it's flexible, but it's just a pockety embellishment. So there's one. Okay. So then for the next one, where's my other? Now these can be flippable. So I want to put some backing behind the window again, so we don't see the plain white. Ooh, that's kind of cool. It says other owls right there. Okay, so let's glue that down. I like that. See if I can do it without gluing everything together this time. Ah, no, that's right. Ugh. Maybe I need another map. I think I mentioned this before, my kids got me a electric blanket for my birthday, which was at the just the middle of December, a little bit before Christmas, on the 13th. And I love it. Using it all the time. other owls. Okay, so now can I get, I think I can fussy. Oh, there's a cute little one. There's a hawk owl and a little tiny one. So let's do this little tiny one. And I am kiss cutting in this. I am not being precious about the fussy cutting. This is a Richardson's owl, and it's going to go with the other owl. Just like that. Super simple. Maybe I'll just ink the edges to give it some definition. Okay. And I'll glue that down. And then for the leaves on this one, I think I'm going to stamp some leaves over this. There we go. Cute. Because I want this one to be flippable. Oh, if I want it to be flippable, I really need to do something with this side, don't I? Let's look at what we have for book pages from here. This is a nice thick paper. The Owl and the Pussycat. Oh, look at that. That's cool. The origins of owls. An owl skeleton. I mean, text would be fine. But let's see. This is a fully, yeah. All of the text pages are backed with images. Ooh. Oh, here's one that's just text. Oh, look at the color of this one, though. Owl voices. Checklist of species. Ooh, owl pellets. We do that in school with the kids. You give them an owl pellet, and then they have to dissect the owl pellet and extract all the bones they can find and identify them. It's a pretty fun lab. Index, owl glossary, bubo. That's what we have around here. We have a lot of bubo. Oh, this is the sounds they make. That's so fun. All right, tearing this out. Bubo. It says, hoo hoo, ho 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 hoo hoo. It's these are the sounds. Oh, that's so fun. So occasionally when we do owl prowls, you can call them in by playing recordings of the owls that make that sound. I'm just thinking about how I want to do this. Do I want to cut or the glue first? I'll just glue it and cut. I'm gonna have to seal up that edge, but I'll do that. Am I ready to do that? I don't know if I'm ready to do that. Okay. Let's get as much text on there as possible. Just cut around, and I should probably give it a little bit of a spray because even though it is this nice kind of cream, thick cream paper, it is kind of in stark contrast to what is on the front. So we'll give that a little bit of an ink. This is Bundled Sage. Okay. And then I will give it a little bit of a oops, I did not mean to do that. Oh, come on. This, I think, is just re-inker and water, but the nozzle does not seem to want to cooperate. Just grabbing a wet wipe. Let's see if that helps. There we go. Must have just been a little bit. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to leave that to dry for a second, and let's move on to how much time have we got? 26. Okay. I'm going to skip the third envelope because I want to do my other idea and do an Owl of the World envelope. I love that one. Let's find, I wonder, I don't know, I'm gonna have to split that up anyway. They're so cute. I wonder. I don't think I'm clever enough. I was thinking, am I clever enough to fold this so that this becomes the flap? But I don't think so. I do not think I'm clever enough to do that. I mean, I suppose I could fussy cut that out and then glue it on, but that's not really where I'm going with this. Look at those cute faces. That's a nice one. Oh. So many of these images have fabulous images on the back sides. Let's do the snowy owl. Okay, so we have to make this a square. So let me grab my cutting board again. And this, I'm just going to tidy up this edge. Okay, and now this side is now, it's 8 inches. Oh, that's nice. So now this side needs to be 8 inches. Yep. I was thinking about whether or not I want to take that off, but I think the contrast will be nice. We don't need to see the feet. That's fine. Nope, not going to see that piece. Okay, so is this now 8 by 8? This is now 8 by 8. Okay, good. All right, so to do this, I need to think about where my flaps are going to be. Will I get his face? I'm just going to go for it. All right, well, maybe we'll do that first. Oh, see, in order to get his face, I'm going to have to fold this way, way down. Unless I make that the that side flap. I bet I can make that work. Okay, so that's going to go like that. We're going to bring these two in to meet kind of centered ish. And this will fold up. Oh, this paper feels like it's cracking just a smidge. Like that. And then this folds down. And there is my owl paper envelope. It's very abstract. And I think what I can do is I think I'm going to cut off the point so that it doesn't interfere with the owl's face. And I'm going to tuck it under a leaf. Let's see. Just make a little bit of a leaf cluster. Like that. And that will be the tuck. Okay. So I'm going to pause this. I'm going to sew these together. I'll be right back. I lied. My bobbin is out of thread. So I'm just going to glue these together with some Fabri-Tac. Oops. Maybe that was the poor choice. It seems to be dissolving the whatever these were dyed with. Okay. Hold on. Art glitter. Oh, I have to glue these. Yeah, that works here. I'm just gonna do that, and then I need to glue these sides down. Glue that down there, and there, and then like that should do it, and maybe this. Okay, so that is glued down like that. I know it's a little wonky, but I'm just willing to live with that. Okay, so now if I just put glue on the bottom edge of this, where's my hand towel? Hold on. Just a microfiber washcloth. I don't know if that's going to stick. That is not sticking. Nope, nope, not sticking. Oh, shoot. All right, I'll have to figure something else out to stick that down, huh? You know what I can do? I'll use a tiny attacher. Where's my tiny attacher? Tim Holtz tiny attacher. There we go. Tim Holtz to the rescue. There we go. And that is the second idea. And the last idea is this. Okay, so I need to make a teeny tiny envelope. I think think I'll do a 2x2 2x2 square. And then I'm gonna put the tiny, tiny envelope in the talons of the image of an owl, so it looks like it's delivering an envelope message, a letter. That's what they call them. Okay. Just like that. It would probably be good if I had a teeny tiny red seal. I only have giant red seals. Just like that. So there's a tiny envelope. We need another owl image. Do we have any more owl images? Yes, we do. We'll do this short-eared owl because he looks, or maybe I should do the barred owl. Who do you think Hogwarts would use? Hawk owl? I don't know, he looks sweet. Let's do the barred owl. And then I want to use this as an embellishment on a hidden paper clip. I wonder if I could make it even tinier. That's okay. We'll just do it like that. See? And then I think what we'll do is, I'm kind of doing this backwards, I know. I think I like these smaller leaves. That's what I have. Oh, this bag's open. I don't think I have any pre-made bases. So here are our leaves, our owl, and our envelope. I just have to figure out what kind of glue will work with these. Maybe just two. Just two. Okay. And then for our hidden paper clip, I'm going to grab a piece of paper clip. Here's a paper clip and some scrap craft card. And then be pretty narrow. And then I need an outer. Have this cast off? No. What else can I use? How about some more of this? I'll just use this. The sounds of the owl. Where's my hole punch? Just punch a hole at the top here for the, oops, that's not going to be, I Should have used a circle punch. Will that fit through? Pretty much. Just so you can put a little piece of fabric there. And then these guys will go like this. I know I'm rushing because I feel like I'm going too long. And that will be my owl envelope leaf hidden postcard. So we'll have that. And we'll have our envelope owl. Let's see, I've got such a mess already. Yikes, leaves are jumping out at me. Got the hidden postcard, got the envelope, and the pocket. So those are my 3 ideas for the owl leaf envelope cards. So thanks so much for joining me. I hope you're enjoying your rest of your weekend and you have a great day. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.